Hey guys, it's Bad Jack JW. You never know what kind of a platform or where we're gonna be when we do these radio shows. So good morning to everybody. At least you're listening in the morning or tuned in the morning. So a lot of cool things that have been happening and that have been taking place on the channel. But before we get started here, you know, in the recent events that has taken place, would like to first off by saying, you know, how deeply sorry, you know, I am, how most of us are and feel about the events that have taken place, first of all, at the YouTube headquarters and things like that. And I wanted to talk about a little bit about what YouTube has meant to me, what it has done for me. It's opened up avenues for me that I didn't quite think existed, really. All my life, growing up with the love of film, you know, love of making movies and filming things and having some sort of audience for it is the ultimate bonus, really, to share ideas and share thoughts that I've come up with and share them with a whole large sum of people, which is pretty amazing to me. So YouTube has opened up those doors for me, and I look at YouTube and I think it's such an amazing platform. It is so neat that somebody can be anywhere, turn on this camera, start filming things and doing things on camera, harvesting ideas, sharing their ideas and sharing their talents with millions of people all over the place. It's just, it's amazing. It's weird, and I guess as far back as I feel like in technology, yet this whole thing right here seems so advanced, and it's pretty amazing. I mean, coming from a generation of running around with camcorders where you put the entire VHS tape in there. I remember we had one of those, and then I remember when I got my very first the camcorder was what, you know, they consider handheld. You know, you put the little tape in there and you record stuff, and then of course you pop that out, put it in the big adapter to the full-size VHS tape, put in your VCR, and get to watch your stuff on TV. So that's pretty cool. So the fact that YouTube has opened up this kind of a thing, and I really was not too much aware of YouTube until, I don't know, probably only 8 years ago or so. And then of course I didn't start actually making videos myself till coming up to now, I mean, really close to 4 years ago. July 4th will be 4 years that I've been on this platform making videos, doing stuff, sharing my ideas, directions, you name it, I've been doing it. So it's pretty cool. And YouTube also I've found and discovered people on YouTube that literally have touched my life, is just became a part of me, and their videos, I watch them every day, and their videos have become a part of us. And I mean, I'm sure there's many of you that can say the same thing, that there's so many videos that we've watched or YouTubers that we watch that have changed your life. You know, there's definitely ones that have changed my life. There are things that I got to take part of through somebody else's videos, I guess, you know, say vicariously living through their videos, enjoying it, and making those YouTubers are making you part of their family, the way I felt with watching some of their videos. And you know, when one of my all-time favorite YouTubers, just absolutely love the guy, he passed away in 2017 towards the end there, you know, and that's you know, it was really powerful. It hit me hard, you know, and it was interesting to look at that and say, you know, of all this, you feel all this sorrow that he's gone, that this YouTuber's gone and everything. You're like, man, you know, I never even met that person, but I've watched all their videos. I watched their content over and over and over again, and always waited for their new content. So it's interesting, you know, what YouTube has done for so many people. And I'm going to tell you this, I mean, really for me, it has changed my life. It has done things for me that I guess I didn't think was maybe possible, or I was going to. You know, growing up in school and stuff, it was very hard for me to make a lot of friends. Just didn't make a lot of friends. I don't know. I had my friends, don't get me wrong, but you know, to open up to a whole bunch of people was just not really me. And that's one of the things that YouTube has done for me, which was being able to open up, do these videos, share things, talk about a lot of things, and make a lot of cool videos that I thought was really cool. In some cases, outrageous. We've definitely done that on the channel, doing some crazy things, and so it's helped me. It really has. It has given me. I've worked in customer service all my life. I always have. I've always worked customer service jobs. That's just the nature. I think the majority of us fall into that category where we do customer service. Doing YouTube has gotten me better with working customer service, gotten better with engaging people and talking to people and helping them with their needs. So, you know, and then this YouTube bit, you know, again, started off with me. In fact, I could go right to the original radio shows that I've done. And unfortunately, I had to take a few of them off because, you know, certain compliance issues and everything like that. I'm really just trying to save the channel. But we'll get into that later. But it has helped me just get to that, you know, just open up and do more stuff with everything. Just so it's quite unique. I think this whole thing is unique. The whole YouTube network, everything is just, it's very, I think it's just so different. It's, I never thought that, you know, you see people that have gotten channels and they've taken off like rockets and they haven't even gone to Hollywood, you know, in a way. So if you understand what I'm saying, it's like, yeah, just the idea is you can get everything, you know, together and do so. But yeah, you know, you guys have really changed my life, you know, for the biggest part. I mean, just able to open up and ramble on with you guys and film cool stuff. And I was again, like I was saying, I was working a lot with you know, working at gun counters for big corporations. That's how I started in the gun, you know, gun industry per se, or gun world, working customer service. You know, being told by management that I couldn't, they felt like I was just chattering on too long with customers and just for the sake of chatter. But, you know, most people know, or people that have been in the gun industry know, that that is part of being in the gun business, being in a gun shop, is to be able to carry on conversations and relate to like-minded people, and then that leads to purchasing, you know, guns and things like that. You know, you build this relationship with that person, then you want to come back and talk to that person. I've built that relationship with other people out here, other gun shops that know me now, and I go in there constantly, and I feel like, you know, when I want to buy a gun, I want to go to these people that I've got into and talked to all the time. You know, as the people I want to go see. So when, you know, that was a part of it. And then when I was going in half in with another fella to be safety instructors, certified NRA, a safety instructor, all that stuff, not being able to really extend what I've learned and convey it to somebody else and try to help them out with things that they want to know about things, their gun or whatever, if they're looking for what new gun they're going to buy or whatever, and trying to, so when being hindered in all these directions on doing this, that's when I started to say, you know what if I made a YouTube channel, I made videos, I could do the video however long I want, explain however I want to explain it in the video, and help out a lot of people and answer their questions in this video. So that's kind of neat to me. That I felt that was really fascinating. That's why there's a lot of videos where I've show how to disassemble this thing, you know, like how do we take apart all the internal parts on a Series 80 1911? How does that work? So I made videos on that. Anything, if I found out how to do it, I did it right there on YouTube and did a video on it. And I've gotten numerous comments thank you for posting this video. It has helped me out so much, and this is why I do it. This is so amazing. And then I got to meet a whole group of people that are just absolutely amazing. Just in general, just amazing groups of people. We send each other things. I've gotten things in the mail that I'm like, this is so awesome. I mean, these people, you've sent me things, and I'm sending you things back, and I want to give back out to all of you guys. And so one of the other things I wanted to do, which the channel has peaked over 10,000 subscribers. Yes, that is so crazy. I never would have thought would have got any kind of numbers like that, but we have 10,000 subscribers. Batcheck JW reached over 10,000 subscribers. So I'm gonna construct them and put them together. I was gonna make little keychain tags that have my channel name on it. 10K. Punch a hole through it so you can wear it on your keychain. I figured that was a better approach than bracelets. Maybe not everybody wears bracelets. I did the bracelet thing because of John Wayne. Really, I mean, my channel is, if you can't tell, my channel is dedicated to John Wayne. I love the Duke. He's my favorite actor of all time. A true American hero. He believed in everything he did. He believed in guns, his right to own them, and just be a law-abiding citizen and do all that stuff. So I think that was, it's just, and I could watch his movies over and over again. I can't even count how many times I've watched John Wayne movies in general, just over and over and over. And I never get bored of them. And I just seem to always feel like I could just pop any one of those tapes in and just watch it. And there you go. So I am working on that. I'm going to show those off soon. But also something else I wanted to touch. Hopefully those of you still here watching this this video. There's a lot of things I know I stayed out of the drama. I don't do drama on the channel. I don't like to discuss the politics of the world and what's going on and gun laws and gun control, all that. It's just tiring. It really is. For me, working at a gun establishment, environment, you hear it all the time. And a lot of it is just you're preaching to the choir at that point. It's like, one thing, so a big shout out to Tom from weaponseducation.com. He went and stood in the middle of an anti-gun rally and stood up for gun rights and had his sign out and stood up for his gun rights. And man, he was, you can imagine the kind of heat he caught, but he stayed out there and he did it. So big heads up, or hat tip to Tom from weaponseducation.com for doing that. That is amazing. He did a video on it. It's pretty cool. That's where it counts. It's one thing to jump into a gun shop and start preaching it, but it's one other thing to go there in the middle of a bunch of antis and do it. That, takes a lot of respect. I have major respect for the guy to do that. So, back to the topic here. That's the thing about these shows. We ramble on about a bunch of other things. With events that has been happening, if you know, you may not know. Those of you who make videos, maybe you don't know. Those of you just watch, I don't know if you know. But in case you don't, there's a possibility that a lot of us are going to get deleted or taken off YouTube because of the content that we show, guns. I hate talking about this stuff because it's just not what I wanted to, it's not why I did this channel. But I have to say it because in case one day you look and my channel's not here and you're not being able to see these videos. So one of the alternatives that I've done is I have been doing a lot more videos on Patreon. Patreon is a creator, supporter. They support us that want to create content and do things. Majority of them, you just pay money and then you can see the videos. The way I decided to set mine up, which was the majority of the videos, as of right now, all of them, there might be a few that I might put that will be one of those that, pay. But for the most part, all the content on there, you can watch it. You don't have to pay money or donate money to me, the channel, anything like that. It's free. You can just go on there and watch them. There's a lot of videos that I've had to take off of here, this main channel, and just put them over there strictly just to protect the channel. to protect the contents here. So there's a lot of stuff I've done that. There's other new videos that I've done that I felt like right now would not be a good time to post them during this time, this scary time of what might happen. So I posted them there instead. They're on Patreon. So check it out. Again, it doesn't cost you anything. Just check it out. You know, just go ahead and click it on there. I do have options on there if you do want to make a donation, a support. It's greatly appreciated. Absolutely. I thank you so much for doing so, because it helps me support this project. It helps me keep with this Bat Jack JW thing going. So I don't want to keep going. So I got to, and then recently I found a new place to actually do some outdoor shooting videos. So I actually got a couple of little clips of some shooting outdoors right here in the deserts on Patreon. And it's, again, it's available free. I decided I started this thing. Money has nothing to do with it. And still I'm pursuing that. It's just that's not what this channel is about. The channel is giving back to me. It's about meeting other people, and just the coolness of everything, you know, just meeting all kinds of like-minded people. It's just awesome. So anyway, enough of all that, right? Let's get into some cool stuff, because that's why we watch a radio show anyway, right? The cool stuff. Okay, so I picked up something really neat, and first I wanted to show it to you before we show the main thing, right? I had gotten one of these. This guy tossed it in the deal for free. It's super cool. It's a Bianchi made leather pouch thing, and I love leather, man. And you can smell the ballistol in the leather. So it's a pouch, and what it does is it holds stripper clips. I think it's speed strips. I'm sorry, speed strips. You can see how technical and tactical I am. But these are speed strips. Never had them before, but when he tossed them in with these, I had to check it out. So the ones that were in here, I took them out and I went to mess with them, and they just literally crumbled apart like a cookie, Santee. That's right, it fell apart like a cookie. So I couldn't use them. So I'm like, oh, you know, I really want. So I looked on like Midway, and I think I saw them, and yeah, I was almost gonna order them, but then I stopped because I said, you know what? I'm in the land of guns out here. I'm sure somebody's got them. So sure enough, I walk into a mom and pop gun shop, and big shout out to them. Murphy's I went to, actually, in Tucson, Arizona. Picked these up, brand new ones. Have not even opened them yet. Look at that. Look, I'm opening them right there on camera for you guys. Haven't even gotten a chance to play with it. Oh yeah, you can tell right away. Let me pick this up. Don't want to make a mess that I don't need to. Wow, you can tell right away how fresh these are. They're ready to go. The other ones I had were real tough, and I'm surprised actually now that I feel how the new one's supposed to feel. I can totally get it. Okay, so that's cool. I can't wait to load these up and put them in there and just kind of be like Popeye Doyle or something. Come on, how many of you guys know what I'm talking about? Popeye Doyle. Okay, so I guess that's how it goes, and the little tab just kind of hangs out. Maybe I'll leave them like that so they don't fold up in there. Yeah, that works. Yeah, look. Then the little tabs just kind of hang out up top without folding them over inside there. I guess I could fold them over, but I don't know. The other ones, that's how they were. They were folded over, unfolded it, broke, stuck around in there, tried to, the whole thing fell apart. But look at that, I got brand new ones. Yeah, so you know what that means. We're going to be chatting about, we have a cult detective special because we're detecting stuff. Yes, cool beans. I did a trade. Yes, I traded something away. Oh boy, what did I trade away? I know. I traded something away. Yes, because I had to have this thing. Funny thing is, I've got one, but I wanted this one. I could shoot it. Plus, the trade was too good to pass off. And when it comes to these things, I just get all, and I shake and I drool and I can't help myself, and I just had to leave the shop with it. So Cult Detective Special, very early model. It's got that floating extractor rod. The profile of this thing is the silhouette, I should say, and everything is so iconic. A lot of Humphrey Bogart movies, and one of my favorite movies of all time, The French Connection. Gene Hackman, he carries this in his ankle holster. Super cool stuff. Actually did a video on replacing the mainspring on it, and that's on Patreon. You can check it out. And actually, it's on a recent video I just did called What a Mess. I think that's what I called it, right? And so if you clicked on the comments, there's a link to my Patreon channel, and shows a full like 10-minute video on replacing the mainspring on them, because the spring on the Colts, double action wise, are like a V. It's in there and it's under pressure like this, and over a long period of time, of course these things are older, they've worn out. And a lot of times you'll find you load up all 6 rounds, go in there, pull the trigger, double action, you might get a light hammer strike. You just might. I've had them. I've had quite a few. I've had to tune the springs. My Colt Diamondback, I've tuned it so that I could shoot double action and not have too many light hammer strikes. So I did that. So that got taken care of. So when I was looking around, I found Numrich that had replacement springs, brand new production replacement springs. So I ordered one of those and I replaced it. Of course, kept the original one. You don't ever toss those. But I put a brand new recoil or mainspring in it, and shoots like a champ. I can't wait to, well, I haven't, see, I'm getting ahead of myself there, and I lied to you. I haven't really shot it yet. Got some fingers, but I'm going to. And as soon as I do, I'll give you the range report. But I did the video on it on Patreon, checking it out and doing all that. So check that out. Anyway, but yeah, that's on Patreon and everything, so check that out. Again, it's free, but if you want to donate and support me, that's awesome, because it helps me be able to pick up some stuff and show you guys on camera. I will be doing a video on these speed strips, so make sure you check that out and everything like that. So yeah, and I really hope I'm still here. Also, if you have not, my second channel, which is called Backjack JW Radio Show, check that out, because in case something happens here and I'm suddenly gone one day, I can at least upload a video saying what happened. But I hope that never comes, because I want to still be here, because I enjoy doing this so much. And I thank each and every one of you for being here. 10,000 subscribers. Get ready, because I'm going to try to put together the giveaway and try to get everybody some stuff to take home. Little mementos from the channel. I know I really wanted to do it this time around, but just time and trying to put everything together. And I want to make a bunch of them, because I don't want to just give one away. I want to give a handful of them away to you guys, because there's a handful of you here. More than that, right? 10,000. Thank you guys so much.